Hello and welcome to Inspiration with Abosede, aka Iwa. I am Abosede Aro. How are you doing? How is your family? How is everything around you? How is everything God has given to you? How are you coping? I hope it's getting better. It will get better because I believe the Most High God, the makers of the end of the head, the maker of the hands of the earth and the heaven and the earth, will provide and protect you. It will heal and deliver. It will save and make stronger. God will keep us in this time of infirmity. It will protect us and guide us and not let any affliction to come upon us. And our land, He will heal in the mighty name of Jesus. I bring to you a wonderful topic today that I title The Minister's Mantle. The Minister's Mantle. If you look at the book of Matthew chapter 8 from verse 19 to 20, there was a scribe that told Jesus that I will follow you, Master, anywhere that you are going. And do you know what Jesus said to him? Jesus said, the foxes have holes and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man had nowhere to lay his head. How can you think that the Son of God, the maker of the heaven and the earth, does not have a place to lay his head? It's because that is not the plan that God had for him. That is not the reason the maker of the whole world put down for him. He did not create him so that he will go here and there making estates unto his name, buying mansions, buying cars, buying things of the world and keeping them and making them his treasure. No, he did not create him for that. God made Jesus, the Son of God, to come to the world to do a different assignment, to do the work, not to be looking for wealth or riches in his own name. So that is why Jesus said there that the Son of Man does not have a place to lay his head. Why did Jesus say this here? Because he knew that his assignment was greater than looking at the things of the world or looking for the treasures of this world. So he was minded by the purpose of God for his life. He knew the reason he was here. So when you see a minister of God, you wonder, why is this one not booming in wealth? Why is he not booming in riches, diamond and gold? Why does he not have silver in his name? Why is it that he doesn't have estate at his command? It is because the work that God placed on his life is more than is more than fish and meat. Is more than water and milk. It is more than what humans are looking for here and there. When God has called his minister and placed his mantle upon them, there is a reason he has called them. He has not called them to be looking for fish and meat everywhere. He has not called them to be opening businesses so that they can make billions or zillions. If God calls a man of God and he still puts on them, businesses, then it's fine. But when God gives his minister the mantle of soul worship, of complete dedication to his vineyard, then it's a different case. It was just like he did with Jesus when he treaded the earth, when he walked on this earth. When Jesus came, he did not have businesses he was attending to apart from the business of his Father. So when you see a man of God attending to the business of his Father, of his Maker alone, solely, and he doesn't have anything else doing, you should not be wondering and be criticizing or be looking down on him or be saying, yes, can't they work? They are too dirty, they are too lazy. No, that is not your office. That is not why God has put you in that position. That is not why he has created you and make you to be minded of with those things that you're minded of. So when you see them, you should assist. You should help the one that the Father has given the mantle to do his work. He has called them not because they too cannot walk, but he placed the calling upon their life. And if they do not hit that calling, they can be miserable. God can turn them to nothing, and he can even remove their life from this earth. So when you see a child of God, it's not because they came to the world to be miserable, but because God called them that they should dedicate their whole being, their whole breast, their whole life into working for him. They should be dedicated and focused into the worship and the service of God. So when you see a man of God that does not have anything, you don't need to be looking and waiting for them until they come to meet you, until they come and say, oh, please, mommy, give us 5,000. Oh, can you donate 100 naira? No, they are workers in the hands of God. They have the mantle of a minister, and that which they carry, they cannot use it to be selling pure water on the street. They cannot use it to be looking for connections everywhere, because there is a reason God has kept them. He has kept them for his use and his holiness. He has kept them for his own promise. He knows how to feed them. And if he's calling you and laying it upon your heart to do so, don't be proud in your own eyes. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Don't be thinking yourself too much, because the God that has made them, and he that made you knew why he gave you that wealth, knew why he is still maintaining the breath of life inside of you, so that you'll be able to use it for a purpose. But when you are feeling too pompous, have you forgotten is the one that is letting you to wake up, that he can even take away that breath, and the money you will just leave it in this life, and when you leave it, another person will spend it. from that bank that you think, oh, is my treasure, is my money. That is all you think about. And you hear ministers and missionaries everywhere. You do not think of them and put them in your budget. All you do with your money, with your budget, may God forgive you. I am not judging you, but I've only come to make this to be, to enlighten you. I've only come to make you see this, that there are ministers of God with mantle, that God has not assigned them to do any other work. He has not called them to go about and look for a job. He has not called them to go about and open businesses, not because they do not want it, not because they do not have dreams or ideas, but in the path of their life, they discovered their calling. They discovered the direction their life was moving into, and they realized they were not doing anything else. That even what the things they were doing, the other things they were doing was not prospering until they heed the calling. And then when they heed the calling, if the Father asks them to separate themselves from all those things, they do not have a choice, because He holds our lives, He holds our breath, He holds our being. He could decide to end it at any moment in time. So who are you to criticize a man of God? Who are you to place an embargo on the things that the Most High God needs for His children? Who are you to determine? Who are you to decide? Don't you know that we are just little things in His hands? We are just sand in His hand. So when He has given you the grace to make wealth, and He has not called you to work in His office permanently without working, and you know you are going to office, you have things that you can provide, you have the ways that you can meet a man of God need, genuine men of God, go to them and help them. Missionaries are everywhere. They are all around you. I'm even one of them. And you can reach out your hand of help them. God will not come down physically to come and give them the means for them to run the mission He has given into their hands. Don't look down on them. Do your own part, do your own bit, lay it upon yourself to help the ministers of God to remove the burden upon their heart, to remove the load upon their heads, because they have children, they have needs. All the flyers, everything they do, the running of the church, the running of even the hair program I'm doing right now, it costs money. So nobody will come and follow you and be running after you to give them money. God do not put us to shame. He is the one that has done it. He will even raise stones to become bread, if He should want that for His children to survive. But you are alive. Why should God raise stone in your stead? Why should God raise stone or send a bed when you are still breathing, when you are still living? Don't harden your heart. Don't see yourself too much. The money that you have, the health that you have to spend it, the breath that you have in your nostril to be alive, it is God that gave it to you. And you know He has called some other people that He's using for His glory. He's using them to speak to you every day, to pray for you and to give you healing. Not because they don't know how to look for a job in offices, not because they don't know how to open a big store and begin to manage, but because God has called them, just like the way He sent His Son Jesus, and He professed that He doesn't have a place to lay His head. There are men of God out there that do not have the way they will even survive the next day, but they will not write it on the newspaper. They will not raise alarm, because people are ready. They are so ready to put other people to shame. But the men of God around you, they are truly in need. I am a child of God doing the work of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I need sponsorship also. My number is 08027571367, 08027571367. You can call Inspiration with Abosede, that is Iwa. I do it here every Saturday. This is a work of God that you can use your money to do, and God will bless you. It is not me that will insist that He should bless you. He knows that you are helping Him, so He will bless you by all means. He will not let any harm come to you. He will not let any evil take you, because He knows what you are doing for Him. And He said in His word that if you should give a cup of water to the littlest one in the kingdom, that you've done it for me. So if you do it for Jesus, He will return the favor to you. So don't wait until a man of God is begging you or being on your neck that He should bless them. Do the needful. You know the needful. Jesus then had people that welcomed Him into their own home and fed Him and cleaned His feet. You don't know they have their own record in heaven. Oh, they are still enjoying it till today, and their generation and generation to come are still enjoying it. I pray God will open the eyes of your heart. It will open your understanding, and you'll be able to see and meet the need of the children of God around you, so that the heavens will be open for you, and God will bless you in a blessing, with a blessing tremendously so big that nothing can cage. God bless you. I remain Abosede Aro, and this is Iwa. Keep listening. Enjoy yourself. God bless you.